Dalesha's life.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Good morning.
Today we're going to be giving you guys a little story time about how we first met and
Oh boy.
you know, maybe you guys have questions and stuff, so wanted to fill you guys in. I didn't meet him, pick him up off the street.
Nor did I pick her up off the street.
Yeah, that's not my profession.
Mine either. Anymore.
But before we get started, I would like to remind you guys to check out the description box and check out my cousin's EP. It's the first link down below. Leave us a comment of what song is your favorite if you do decide to check it out. And also, welcome to the new subscribers. Thanks for subscribing. Any words?
No. We appreciate you guys being here, all you guys, and make sure to tell everybody that you know about us as well.
Yep. So
let's get going. Take it away.
No, you take it away. In
Oh,
96.
Yeah, right. In 96. We met in school in 2007.
To clarify, we went to the school for the blind because
We did.
we wouldn't have met if we were in public school.
Correct. Well, we may have.
No, but you were in high school. I was not. Yeah.
So we were in 2007. I was already at the school. She came. We met each other, and we kind of started talking. And this give me a little bit of context. The school for the blind is very small.
Yeah, ours, Illinois especially.
And they have I think the student body is maybe like 70 students. But 70 students ranging from all ages, from preschool even to high school.
And older.
And a few years older. So you can imagine, right? So the other thing about the school is that in the 1980s, at some point, the school decided to accept students with other disabilities other than vision because it's a publicly funded government school, and they get more funding when the more students that they have, and they weren't able to attract enough blind students. So hold on, but I want to give them some context.
Yeah, that's a lot, though.
No, it's not. They're fine. If you guys don't like it, tell me. Okay, so the amount of kids who were normal, in quotation marks, that only had vision issues, hung out and everything.
He had more issues.
Thank you. So anyway, so she came to the school, and the reason I'm saying this is high schoolers and kids from junior high all kind of hung out together.
Yeah, we were all in the same building.
Right, and everybody kind of hung out together because there really weren't that many options. The group of kids who were a group of friends were so small because all the other kids had multiple disabilities, mental and developmental and things.
Uh-oh.
So, bless me, thanks.
Bless you.
So, because of that, the group was small.
Yeah.
So we met. She was in junior high, I was in high school, and we just started talking.
I don't even remember how exactly we met.
I remember how I met her friend, but I don't remember how I met her.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
I think we probably just met in the hall because I don't remember specifically meeting you, but I met the other high schoolers and other people upstairs of the younger girls and older girls' dorm, but he wasn't there. So we met and we were talking, and cell phones were, still at the stage of
no smartphones yet.
Yeah, no smartphones. So flip phones or Blackberries or whatever, and the minutes weren't free until after 7.
Things like that.
That was the time. So we were talking. He had a girlfriend, and I didn't break them up, so no worries there.
But she would have liked to.
No, I don't think so. I was not a homewrecker. So they were dating 2007, 2008. Then he left.
No, you're getting the years wrong.
What?
2007.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, no, she's getting there. 2007 we were dating, the girl and I, and then we broke up end of 2007 roughly. And then in 2008 I graduated.
You can't climb on my shoulder.
Now she's exaggerating. Anyway, let's not embellish, okay? So anyway, in 2008, I graduated. But at that point, her and I were already friends, and myself
I
and
asked for his number.
Myself and her friend were also friends. So we all kind of talked, and with cell phones, so after 7, whatever, made it work. And
when we should have been in bed.
So, since we already had a friendship developed, everybody just kind of stayed on the phone, whatever, talked, and kept the friendship going, and it would keep developing. You want to take it from here?
I thought I took it, and then I
took
told
it back.
them wrong.
Sorry. You did. I'll jump in when you make a mistake. I remember more because it's more important to me than it is to you.
But yeah, so how long would you say we were talking? Or you got, the backstory behind the scenes, my friend told him that I liked him, and I'm pretty sure, you could tell.
Mm-hmm, I could.
But
most girls liked me at the time.
At the time, it was, remember, small selection.
I also didn't wear glasses. I was also in with the coolest stuff and everything. So girls
baggy jeans, big t-shirt,
whatever, the popular thing at the time.
The stuff that I liked back then. Clearly, I got my likes from music videos. But so he was one of the cool people back then. Made his rounds around school, but school, whatever. I got the whole of the bunch.
All right, now we're embellishing again.
So behind the scenes, my friend also, they were talking, I didn't know, because they had Sunday conversations about Nicki Minaj and who knows what else. So they had those conversations, because she was obsessed with Nicki back then, and he, I guess, was still listening to new music that came out.
Mm-hmm.
And so you got to tell them, because I wasn't on the phone with, when they were talking.
No, so she would just kind of throw in there. I don't remember exactly. But she would just kind of throw in there once in a while. Hey, Dalesha likes you, da-da-da-da. Oh, yeah. I said I had an inclination, whatever. And she would laugh. Yeah, but, you should give her a chance. You think you like her? You want to go out with her? So she
My friends can be kind of pushy. Probably scared you away.
I don't know. She worked on me for a while to get me to, keep mulling it over in my head, keep thinking about it. And at first, did I say something funny?
I just think
wait for the punchline.
I'm just thinking we can be kind of pushy people.
Very pushy. So, I don't know. I just kept,
thanks to her.
I kept mulling it over, whatever, and eventually I thought, we have some things in common. Why don't we give it a shot, right? So I thought, let's give it a shot. Obviously, it was going to be at a distance because I had already graduated.
We didn't
cell
live
phones.
near each other.
We didn't live near each other. She was from Chicago. I was from here in Central Illinois.
Yeah, so it was a work. It was work.
It was work. But I thought at that point I wasn't thinking this is going to be
long term.
No, let's give it a shot, right? Keep an open mind. Who knows what'll happen? And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We'll move on, right? No harm, no foul. Why not give it a chance?
Oh, I was gonna make it work. I was gonna make it work because I was not gonna give up that easily. I was a pest, okay? It wasn't gonna be just bye. No.
So, you threw me off with that. But anyway, so.
Well, it's true.
So then on March 31st, she thinks it's April 1st. I think it's March 31st. Yeah.
It was April 1st.
I'm pretty sure it's March 31st.
Because I specifically remember being like, no, he's joking. I remember saying, are you kidding? It's April Fool's. Don't be joking with me. And he said, no, he was serious. So then I remember dropping my phone, running to my friend's room, who was across the way, the way the area, the way the units are made, the buildings are made. I remember running over and telling her, and I was just unsure if he was joking or not. That's why I really believed that it was April 1st, April Fool's Day. And if we had social media back then, I'm sure I would have posted something that would have told me it was April 1st. But he thinks it was the 31st, which is not true.
Regardless, it was either one day or another day. But I decided to. Okay, fine. Let's just go with that.
Okay.
To make her happy. So anyway, so I decided to ask her out, give it a shot, and of course she said yes. And
you said flat, no, I'm saying.
Okay. Embellishing again.
So it was.
So that was of that was
Yeah.
March 31st or April 1st of 2009.
Yeah.
Just to give you some context. So May
So
of
by that
08,
time-
May of 08 I left. April 1st, let's say, of 2009, a year later,
Yeah.
a little bit less than a year, we started dating officially.
Yeah, that was what was I gonna say? I forget what I was gonna say. But yeah, so that was a joyous occasion.
It was alright. So
So we had to really work on that because, like we said, we were over the phone, which I think was good because then it made us work that much harder to get to know each other and
yeah.
you know, versus being in person. And you know, when you're young and everything, you don't want to wait to do things, and it would have just been a lot more pressure. Plus, I think it maybe would have been not lasted as long.
Maybe. Maybe. I think that,
I don't know.
I'm not sure about that, but I do think that
I think that the phone added a different.
I also think I'm different in a little bit, in some ways. I'm a little bit unique.
But you didn't. You went in this thinking it wasn't gonna last long. So.
No, with an open mind. But what I'm saying is, I think what she's saying is kind of true in the sense that there's something important about developing an extensive level of communication in a relationship early on, because and everybody, I mean, I know everybody's heard this everywhere. Oh, communication is key. Communication.
Yeah,
is key. But
nowadays
it really is.
it's
But it really
not,
is.
like-
If you cannot, if your conversations are emoticons, smileys, things like that, or you don't talk at all, or you don't anything. I mean, if there's no profound level of communication, it more than likely is not going to work, because what will happen is one person or the other person will repress something, keep it inside, and eventually it's just going to be an
Blow up.
explosive thing, and other
And it may
things.
have not. It might not even be a big thing, but since they kept it in,
Oh, they can be 10, they can be 20 little things. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
And a
I'm
lot of
just
times,
saying
that's the other
that,
thing.
yeah.
People always say the little things. It's true. The little things are always going to be there. Doesn't matter who you are. But if you let the little things become a big thing, they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be.
yeah,
The big thing is the long term. It's the long haul. It's okay. Look, so for example, I have a
short
You get
story. Is it a short story?
no, yeah. I'm saying I was going to give an example. Say, let's say you have a really big picture frame and you have a picture inside. Wow, and one little part of the picture got a little thing on it or something. You know, it doesn't mean that the frame is terrible. It doesn't mean that the whole ensemble of the frame with the picture is all terrible. It's that one little spot. But is the entire thing ruined? Well, a lot of people say, yeah, maybe.
It's ruined, and it probably would bug me.
Maybe. It'll bug me too. But if it's a picture of, let's say, your grandparents
Yeah.
or something like that, you make do with it because it's what you have. It's all you have.
Yeah.
So that's not to be confused with settling. You shouldn't settle either.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's a little bit different. But it's the bigger thing. And I think because we kept that mind frame, at least I did, I think. And,
I was young, so I was just, I don't know, it was just like butterflies, and just because I didn't have an extensive dating history.
Neither did I.
He did. He dated a few people before me, and I have friends who have dated a few people. I never got to really experience that, so I don't know. He was my first boyfriend, so it was like finally somebody was interested in talking to me, kind of thing. Sorry. So that
And I think that's going back to what we were saying. And I think she's right about that. She said a second ago, if I would have been a bad person or a typical teenage boy who has not a typical teenage boy, that's not true, but an asshole teenage boy.
Yeah, and only sex on your mind and just what you wanted to get. And
it was obvious that she liked me, like she said, and if I would have been an asshole teenager, I could have easily taken advantage of the situation and been a bad person. And that would have been terrible. But luckily I wasn't like that. I was a little bit older. I didn't think like that. And,
I mean, maybe back if I would have met you in 06.
whatever.
I'm just saying.
She's just, whatever. She hears stories.
No, I'm just saying you could have not changed by then yet. You could have.
Yeah, and I was an immature teenager, like she's saying.
At
when I
one
was
point.
Freshman, sophomore, maybe junior even. But then eventually...
He
I
cut in
grew
line
up.
of the blind people.
I couldn't what?
You cut in line in front of
Yeah,
the
but
blind people.
I was like 12 or 11 when I did that. You're thinking, or was it?
No,
Whatever.
but still, you shouldn't cut in front of your peers.
She's talking about when I went to the summer camp. That's another story. Shut up.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's...
So yeah. So we talked for some years. We like made it work only because when I was still in school, luckily it was in Jacksonville and he was in Springfield.
Which is about 40 minutes away.
Yeah. So as I was getting older, I would say freshman year high school, because that was the last time I was at ISVI.
School for the Blind.
Yeah, we were able to meet up and like have coffee or hang out and stuff.
Yeah.
So that was nice. That gave me something to look forward to. And trust me, it was really difficult because, like I said before, and like we're saying, he was older than me. I was younger, and we shouldn't have been talking. But the school was small, limited people, and luckily he wasn't a bad guy. Or luckily I didn't, do anything extremely stupid. Maybe a story for another day. But it all worked out, and we're here in 2019. So we've been dating for
10 years.
10 years, living together for 7 now.
Well, wait a minute. If I bought this place in 2011. No, I started working with whatever 2011. I bought this place in 2012. He moved in 2013. So 6 years.
6. I feel like we've been saying 6 for so long.
It's probably because we were wrong before.
But
it's gonna be 7 in May or whatever, June of this coming year, 2020.
Yeah, so I moved in, and that could be a whole separate story of what it's like to move in with your significant other versus just talking on the phone and like hanging out and stuff. So that could be a whole separate story.
And I think, to wrap this up so we don't make it a 45-minute video.
Yeah, because I think it's pretty long already. So
I think the point,
if you have questions, definitely
leave us the comments and questions. But I was going to say one last thing that I would like to say is I think that going back to what we were saying about making it work or looking at the bigger picture, etc.
That's a nice picture.
Shut up. I was going to say, when you're with somebody for a while, as adults, you live together, everything. It's nice going through life with somebody else. You can't go through life with your parents because your parents are, depending on how old they were when they had you, 20, 30 years older than you. It's not the same thing. You can go through life along with them, but you're not going with them, let's say with a peer, with somebody at your... There's something about going through life with somebody else, or having that somebody else when life throws things at you that you're not expecting or that are bad or whatever. There's something about that.
Even if they're a little bit older.
Even a little bit older. But I mean, at this point, we're pretty much equals. And I would say, But
I was just saying, like, we started talking in school.
No, and I'm talking about the longer term prospect. But all these things take effort, they take time, and I think that part of the reason that long-term or relationships or things like that are more difficult or are not seen so often as much these days, I would say, is I think because people give up. They're not willing to put in effort, but I also think that they don't see what the benefits are of the potential benefits. And that's difficult for the same reason that it's difficult to tell a 14-year-old, if you stay in school, you buckle down, you whatever, and you go to college and you don't screw around, you're going to have a fantastic life and you're going to make twice as much money as your friends do that dig around. But you can't tell a 14-year-old that because they don't have perspective, just like you can't tell an 18-year-old because they don't have perspective.
And at that point, you're like, more school.
Exactly. And then you're 31 and you're, sweeping up things and you're thinking, damn it, I wish I would have. Right.
Yeah.
So it's same kind of thing with relationships. It all takes effort. It takes always remember the bigger picture. Always think about the future. Things always get better. And, so it doesn't mean that we'll be together forever. It doesn't mean that we're perfect. It doesn't mean anything like that. But at this point, right?
At this point, what?
Well, we're happy together. Things are whatever. We've grown. I don't even remember what it is to live by myself. I'm 29. I don't even remember what it is to live by myself. We lived together for 6 years.
I'm 24.
So you forget. You get into a comfort. But it was nice It was nicer coming home. I worked for so when I was working at the state of Illinois, there was 1 year that I lived here on my own by myself. Yeah, before you moved in. And there was 1 year that I was also working, that I was still living with my mom. That year that I lived by myself, coming home to the place to myself, it was nice to come home all the years after that to her. Even if, I don't know, it's just nice. There's something nice about having a partner in life.
Yeah.
In Spanish, for example, let me use this as an example. In Spanish, at least in Argentina, but mostly in every country really, we say my partner. I know in English we use that more for gay or homosexual couples, but in Spanish you say my partner. So let's say...
Yeah, and I think sometimes people say life partner in English.
But that's usually for gay, usually. But I would say, let's say, she, in addition to being my girlfriend, and me in addition to we're partners. So you're partners in life. Your partner's going through things, and if you think about things in that kind of concept, and that kind of...
You share things. And
you share things, and you go at things together, because it's a partnership. It's like a business. Two people working together to make something work, and I think that gives a different perspective, and that helps to... Maybe to help move things along if you think about it that way. So...
And I feel like these days, people are doing the Tinder thing of just hooking up, and you have very few people who want to settle down. I feel like they want to just like mess around and then toss the person to the wayside instead of getting to know them.
Because it's easy.
Yeah, it's easy. And you don't have to worry about your feelings getting hurt or it not working out.
Everything in life that's worth having requires effort. If you want to have a successful business, you have to make the effort. If you want to have a successful relationship, you have to put in the effort. If you want anything. If you want to have a lot of money in your savings when you retire, you have to put in the effort of putting money away, starting young, every month, and not spending it. Everything requires effort. But
speaking of spending it, make sure you watch his money savings.
Sake. No, don't watch that. Don't watch that.
Don't say that.
Okay.
Make sure you watch his money savings tip video. Maybe you could put one. I made a playlist. Maybe you could put the playlist in the little eye.
I'd prefer not to.
Anyway, make sure you check those out.
Anyway, we hope you enjoyed this. And hopefully we covered all the bases.
Yeah, and if I was a little low on energy, I took a Benadryl, and it's kicking in. So sorry about that. But
we all saw you pretty much drooling the whole time with your head slopped over.
Yeah, that's just how I am.
Yes.
But we hope you enjoyed this video. And like we said, if you have any questions, if we didn't cover something that you're curious about, definitely let us know down in the comments. And we're not saying it was definitely not smooth sailing.
No.
It was rocky and difficult.
A lot of bumps in the road.
A lot of bumps in the road, rocks in the road.
That's okay. That's the Benadryl talking.
But we pushed through. It was really hard. And so I think anybody can do it if they really want to find a life partner, like you said, and build a family and have somebody to come home to.
But you have to trust us, and you have to trust the others in your life who are older, who tell you what the benefits of that are. It's difficult to trust when you don't have the perspective.
Well, make sure you look at the people in your life and see, because they may be telling you one thing, but their relationship is like rocky, and the person, messes around.
And you should also clarify. We should also clarify if you have a relationship and one person is always hurting the other person emotionally or physically or something. Obviously then you don't work it out. Obviously that's what obviously I didn't think that needed to be mentioned, but
just in case it does.
Just in case it does. If the issues you have are, I don't like how you squeeze the toothpaste. Yeah. I don't like how you put the things. I don't like. Wow, okay, give me a break. You can work through it. There's going to be things a little bit more complicated than that too. But as long as there isn't any type of abuse, any type of violence, anything like that, give it a shot. Work it out. Figure it out.
Yeah,
if you need to get a family therapist, get a family therapist. Talk to your friends, talk to whatever, but, talk to each other.
And certain things I will say with the person you're dating, if talk it out between each other, because sometimes friends or family maybe saying something at one point and then they have this bad look on the person because you went and told them something at the time you were upset. So I would say talk to your partner, talk to a therapist. The therapist won't be, telling you their opinions. They won't have a negative look on this person.
And it's always good to get an outside perspective. Like she said, from an objective third party, like a therapist would be great because they're not going to tell you their opinion. I mean, they're not going to get their feelings involved in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's a strictly business transaction. But I mean, it's difficult to see what's going on inside the box when you're actually in it, but it's easy to see when you're outside a lot of times. And so that's what's good to...
Yeah, you just don't want your family having a bad taste in their mouth because y'all had one spat and you guys patched it up, but in their eyes it's not. You already messed up with them. So
exactly,
keep that in mind.
Thank you for watching.
I hope you enjoyed this video.
I hope you enjoyed it a little bit more than she did. She hopes. And like, comment, subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell.
Subscribe.
No, like, comment, subscribe.
Fine.
And
turn on the notification. Okay.
She's gonna stop talking. I'll finish it up. Turn on the post notification bell. Share. I think I said share, but I want to reiterate: share the channel with your friends, your family, your acquaintances, your coworkers. This video, your church congregation, if you will, whatever it is. Thumbs it up. Then log into your second account and thumbs it up again. And then
leave us a comment for sure.
Definitely.
Let us know if you're in a relationship. Let us know. Talk to us. We want to hear your thoughts.
We're curious.
And definitely check out that EP down below in the description box. And my socials are also there too. So.
Thank you guys for watching. We will see you again soon. And
oh wait, one more thing. We should have said this at the beginning, but we're gonna, after this week, we're gonna be switching back to 2 days a week. So we're gonna.
And what we're thinking is, go ahead.
Okay.
Just because you're the Benadryls and you might say everything wrong, that's why
we're gonna shoot for Mondays and Thursdays. So definitely let us know how you like the schedule, and we're gonna aim for what time?
We're thinking 5 p.m. for the videos to go live instead of 3 p.m. Just
everybody should be getting ready to sit down for dinner. Maybe
go home,
you're cooking.
Maybe. So let us know what you, and it'd be 5 p.m. Central Time. Just another concept, another thing to keep in mind. So anyway, let us know what you think. We're gonna do that, and we want to bring you guys. We figure if we do it that way, we can bring you guys more
along with us, like
but I mean more. I don't know what the right word would be, but more not entertaining videos necessarily, but more, there you go, more profound content. If we do it twice a week, we have time to get you guys the best kind of things and give you the best thing that you can,
and give you a chance to catch up too.
Exactly, we don't want you to get behind.
So
no child left behind.
So that's enough rambling. It's about 2 in the morning, and I'm ready to lay down. So we'll see you guys next time. We really hope you enjoyed this video. Again, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing to the newcomers. We really appreciate it, and we love all the comments that we've been getting, thus far. So, see ya.
See ya.